Hi all, Mom and Me VSG here. I just wanted to come on real quick, give you a quick update where we're at. I don't have any stats or anything like this. It's just truly an update of where we're at this point. So, we got back home. We're fine. As far as that, we're here. We're back home. That kind of thing. um, anyway, Cassie, um, drew the short straw, bless her heart, and she is the 1%. She's that 1% that you don't want to be as far as complications go. Any surgery, of course, we know because we're told over and over and over again, uh, no surgery is without risk. So, Cassie fell into the 1%, and I will give you a quick update of where we're at right now. Um, I'll try to do, when it calms down a little bit, kids, I am just exhausted. I am completely exhausted. Only because I have been in sick kid mommy mode for, 2 days now. So, bear with me. So, first of all, I'm fine. I'm good. I feel okay, except, like I said, I'm exhausted. Cassie, had some pretty severe pain issues on the way home, on the flight home. We had a really bad travel day. The day that we left Cabo, hurricane. There was hurricane coming in. Anyway, it was just rough. It was rough going, completely rough going. Anyway, so but we got through that. Got home Friday night, very late, midnight. Anyway, Saturday, Cassie didn't feel good at all, still. And then she started running a fever. Anyway, that was one of the things that Dr. Garcia had told us to watch for, that if we did start running a fever, that we needed to get some medical attention. So, not only that, but Cassie also had dry heaves. I mean, it was bad, really bad. So, Cassie went to the hospital. We met her there, and they did all kinds of tests and, normal things you do when you go to the ER. And got some different reactions when we said that we had, had surgery in Mexico. And they were, for the most part, very positive, though. Don't get me wrong. They were positive. So, nobody said, "What? You had surgery in Mexico? Are you fucking crazy?" No, we didn't have any of that. So, but anyway, to make a long story short, the closest hospital that Cassie went to triaged her, basically, and then transferred her to another local hospital that really specializes. They have a bariatric floor, and so they have, bariatric specialists and whatnot there that could really give Cassie the care that this situation needed. So, anyway, did tests, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, Cassie had surgery this morning. She, somewhere along the way, like I said, she fell into this 1%, because, all surgeries have risks. She fell into the 1% of all people that have this surgery that develop some sort of small leak, undetected, of course, and then it's not known until you have bile spilling out everywhere and infecting your innards. So that's where we were at with Cass. They went in this morning. She had surgery this morning. They went in laparoscopically. You know what I mean. The surgeon cleaned everything. I mean, I don't want to get too gross, but anyway, the surgeon did what surgeons do. He fixed her. He was very surprised, though, that there was not a leak. And I have my own opinion about this. I almost think he was disappointed that he didn't find a leak. But whatever. Anyway, so they got all of that out of her, washed her clean, that kind of thing. He tested her sleeve 10 times, and he told us 10 times. He wanted to be very sure that there was not a leak. There was not a leak. He said he not only tested it with air and water, but also with the dye contrast. So, anyhow, there is no leak in Cassie Jean. She probably has the toughest toughest sleeve here in our county. Anyway, so that was good. So apparently she had developed a small leak, enough so that, bile got out in her system. However, it also then spontaneously healed itself, because that's what our bodies do. They heal themselves. So by the time she got this addressed at the hospital, her body had fixed herself, basically. It did not require any more, staples, sutures, whatever, nothing. She just needed cleaned out. So she, anyway, so that was this morning. They inserted a PICC line because they're going to give her TPN for about a week. But he said that if she recovers faster, it won't be quite that. It'll be maybe, 3 or 4 days. Fingers crossed that it's only going to be 3 or 4 days. But it could be up to a week. But anyway, they inserted a PICC line so they could, feed her through the PICC line. A feeding tube was not going to be necessary. He didn't want to do that because then that has risks as well. So to minimize all of that, he just said, we'll just do a PICC line and we'll do it this way. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it this way. So today she was resting comfortably, in the hospital, being, held comfortable through all kinds of medication, nausea medicine, that kind of thing. Cassie really she's one of those too that has issues with anesthesia. So we had sent information ahead of us, about her history with anesthesia. Nothing too scary, not like she stops breathing or anything like that. She just has a bad after effect after she comes out of anesthesia. Nausea, that kind of thing. Just severe nausea. So anyhow, but that went all well. She did all good with that today. And anyway, we stayed up there with her today, and then her boyfriend, it was kind of like changing of the guards. We relieved him this morning, then he came back to relieve us, and then his mom was also there. So, Cassie had her entourage. And so anyway, but that's the update. Cassie's going to be fine, but it's probably important that, that you realize that there could be a complication that comes up. We went to the hospital. It's not like they turned her away because, you had surgery in Mexico. No, none of that business. We took and I was shocked. We took everything with us that was supplied to us from our doctor in Mexico. A complete printout of all of our treatment, all of the medication we were on, x-rays, DVDs. Ugh, gross. But anyway, we took everything with us. So they could be aware of, what she was taking and, what had been prescribed for her cross-border. Anyway, so I think this is getting pretty long, so I'm going to stop because I kind of feel like I'm rambling right now. But you guys are just so lovely. Thank you for reaching out to us, me, her, on Facebook. And, on here, the messages, shout outs in your videos, wanting to know where we are, how we are. But that's how we are. I'm exhausted and Cassie's in the hospital. And I don't want to end up in there with her for exhaustion. So I'm going to cut this right now, get this uploaded so y'all will know what's going on. And then I'm going to bed. So, anyhow, thank you so much for your thoughts and concern and just positive energy, good juju, all of that kind of thing. And I'm so sorry we didn't get updated sooner. But like I said, I've just been in sick kid mommy mode. And that takes all my energy. So, anyway, just wanted to let you know, and then we'll do another update video very soon, hopefully, sometime within the next couple days, and or at least I will do some stats. Wouldn't do anything as far as Cassie goes. We don't know. She's laying in a bed, but I'll do some stats and tell you a little bit about a little bit more about Mexico and our experience. Which, by the way, we had a fantastic experience. So, like I said, this thing with Cassie is just one of those 1% complications that, you know, nobody wants to get, but it's out there. And I did check with the surgeon this morning, and I said, what's the percentage of everybody across the world that has this surgery, you know, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, what's the percentage of people that have complications that Cassie's having? And he said 1%, and she's the 1%. So, anyway, like I said, I'm done. I gotta go to bed. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.